everybody. Let me know if you can hear me. I think we just cut out, so this is part 2. So I'm just going to check on my phone if you guys are back. Thank you so much for bearing with me. This is actually really poignant that this is happening, because this is really about perfection, right? That was one of the things we were going to talk about, and how to let go of that perception, that perfection. So say yes or no in the chat for me. Let me see. Let's just take this one off. Let me see if I'm back. Right. So say yes or no in the chat for me. Just checking that this is actually working. Let me see. Hi, Tammy. I can see you're there. Can you let me know if you can hear me? Let me know if you can hear me, my love. Can you hear me? I'll just put in the chat. Can you hear me? Okay, it seems to be live. I just want to know if you can hear me okay. Let me know. Tammy, I see you're there. I know Sherry was there. So let me see, maybe if I turn this up myself. Can you hear me? Okay, it seems to be live. I just want to know if you can hear me okay. Right, I think you can, so I'm going to take the risk and I'm going to carry on. So massive, massive welcome. Thanks for your patience. And we're jumping in to the 5 Figures in 30 Days webinar for today. Yay, Jackie, thank you for letting me know. Welcome, welcome. So we are going to be covering some of your points, Jackie, and I know yours was on time. I just don't feel like I have the time, and lots of other points. I'll tell you exactly what we're covering in a minute. For now, let me tell you who I am. For you, those of you that don't know who I am Anita Gosel, the Money Liberation Coach, the founder of the Liberate Me system. And in short, I'm not going to go into a whole whirlwind about my story, because I really want to give you some value today. So grab a pen. There's going to be some juicy nuggets in here today, okay? But I'll give you the top line, and there's a whole document, an interview with me that explains my story, who I am, what I do, who I did it for, and how that works. So if you want that, just let me know in the chat, in the comments. Like, I had questions like, so what is it that you're selling? Which I'm also going to answer today. But if you want something that you can read, and you want that sent to you, let me know. Say, yes, I would love that. And I will get that sent to you, okay? No problem at all. And also, for those of you that stay to the end, we're going to be here for roughly an hour today. I'll try to get it wrapped up even sooner if possible, because I know your time is precious. Then you will be gaining access to 3 bonuses. One is free access to the Anxiety Bullshit Soiree course. Really is a phenomenal course to kick anxiety in the butt. That will be yours if you stay till the end. And you will also get access to having a breakthrough call with me for free. Yes, for free. And that will, if you stay to the end. And there's a few other bits that I will announce at the end, okay? So a couple of surprises for you, okay? Yes, please, Jackie, love it. Yep, no problem. Let me take a note of that. Jackie would like the interview with Anita. Yeah, and the details around how this works, okay? Wow, thanks, Sherry. Glad to see that you're back. So this is who I am. I traded in my coat, my umbrella, my layers and layers of clothes, but I used to live in London, for the tropics. I'm the founder of the Liberate Me system, proven system that works to help women escape the corporate world and hit 5 figures in their first 30 days. And I know everybody goes, what? How is that even possible, right? And I will be telling you today how that is possible, okay? I did it. I do it for lots of clients now. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme. There's nothing untoward about it. It is a really simple system, okay, to really understand what's going on and what's stopping us from doing that, okay? So I spent far too much time doing the wrong thing. I did make a lot of mistakes, guys. I did ignore my inner voice telling me something was up, and I had no self-belief and trust. I wore a ton of masks, okay? What I mean by that is that I was people-pleasing. I was being different people to please them, okay? Being what they thought I wanted me to be, so I could get my validation that way. So, you know, let me know if you're feeling like that as well. So even though I was at the top of my game, you know, I was an APAC marketing director in my final career on boards of directors of multi-million-dollar companies in marketing and sales, earning them a lot of money. I felt like a complete fraud and a fake. I was deeply lonely. You know, they kind of say it's lonely at the top. I was a people pleaser, like I said, yet I was a personal development junkie. I was a nice girl in a tough world, essentially. And I didn't think nice girls could win, right? It was tough in that environment, that kind of dog eat dog. So I wanted to start my own business since I was 26 when I really realized that. I didn't realize at the time. And I waited more than 10 years before I did it because I had all of these feelings like it's not possible. I was cynical. I don't have time. It's not the right time. I'm not ready. What if I'm not good enough? What if they're not going to want what I've got to give? Have I even got anything to give? Can I earn that kind of money? So I had all those feelings that you're coming up with, and I want you to know that it's really normal, and it is easy to kick them into touch, okay, through the system I've put together. Because most business strategy or coaching or jumping into entrepreneurship do not cover the main thing that is causing the problem and causing it to be hard work or causing you to not leap. And that's the most important thing here, really what's at the root of this. And that is what we do cover inside of what the program here that we have is called Fast Cash to Freedom. So inside of that program. And since then, I spoke at World Summits. I've been featured in CEO Magazine. I've done all kinds of VIP events. I've been a speaker. I'm soon to be the author of Confessions of a Liberated Warrior, which tells you my story of my abusive background from my mother. Yeah, so my mother was physically abusive to me. I was physically abusing some of my relationships. I have been divorced twice. The biggest thing that really happened to me is that I lost my dad to suicide when I was 17, and that's really driven everything I am in terms of, I think there's nothing worse than a wasted life, and we are all here for a reason, and we all have a gift, and I believe that strongly. I don't believe that you're here by accident right now, ladies, so really know that. You know, and sadly, the bullying went right into my corporate career, and eventually I got fired or let go and fairly dismissed. And the person that was bullying me actually was given my job. So you can imagine the trauma that put me through, and I was left broken, right? And I still hit 5 figures in my first month, 6 figures in my first year. And I've helped hundreds of clients and businesses to do this now too, yeah? Welcome, Jasmine, nice to have you here. So yeah. So if I want you to really get that, yeah, when you look at that face, which is my face on the left-hand side, I don't think you can see my face on the live today because I'm sharing the slides. And my clients there in the middle at one of our VIP days in Bali, and me speaking there. When you look at that woman, I want you to know that I've been through every emotional, mental trauma that you could possibly go through. Okay, so if this is possible for me, it's possible for you. And actually, it's an advantage. So I'll be telling you more about that as well, okay? So if you are here, this is the kind of woman that I help. So as I go through these, rate yourself, or give it actually don't rate yourself, just make it simple. Give it, let me know if you can see that the slide's moved. I can't see that it's moved. Oh, yes, it has. It's just a bit slower, okay. I'm drinking some water. So yes, so give me a yes or no for as many of these that you relate to, okay? And interaction is a great way to create shifts. My intention is for this training for you to be potent and actually create some shifts for you right here and now, okay? So you have some life-changing realizations and awarenesses that you can take forward and start to put into action, okay? So who's up for that? Give me a hell yes. the more you interact, the more you're going to get from this, okay? And feel free to ask questions at any point. I'll either answer them here and now, or I will answer them in the comments when I come back on, or in another live, okay? But feel free to ask your questions. Let me have them, ladies. I love, 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 love being here with you, and I'm super excited about it. So you are a strong woman that has worked hard, and you've overcome a lot of challenges to be where you are today. Give me a yes or no on that. If that is you, you are in the right place, okay? This is kind of a checklist to see if you're in the right place, okay? And usually the soul does not lead us to places that are not for us, yeah? It's been led. We take our logic and our brains very seriously, and that's what puts us in cynicism. We don't trust that there's a bigger power going on, and I never did. I do now, right? And that's what's brought you here, okay? So it's unlikely that you're not ticking off any of these boxes, but if you're not, then you're not in the right place, my love, okay? So this is the women that this is for, okay? I'm listening, but I'm sorry, so not too much chat interaction, sorry. That's okay, Jackie. It's great that you're here, right? It's great that you're here. The more you can give this your full attention, the more you're going to get out of it as well. But, you know, better than nothing. You're always going to get something. So you're looking for freedom. You're looking for connection, you know, connection to yourself, connection to other people, your relationships, and just better relationships. You're so strong that you do not often ask for help, and you don't know how to even ask for help, okay? Even though you ask for help quite a lot, and you're suffering silently. And I don't know why this has come up 3 times here. It's obviously a mistake. Looking for freedom, connection, better relationships. And here we go, right? We're talking about perfection. It's about letting go of perfection and knowing that good enough is good enough, okay? So there's me demonstrating it in real time of how that comes about and how that does not stop you from making a lot of money, okay? At all right? You have a lot on your shoulders and you feel like it's a burden to put upon others and you need to do this alone. Yes, yeah, yes, Sherry, okay, good. You give a lot, but at the end of the day, you feel empty and alone, and you find it hard to speak up for what you want in a way that you are supported, okay? So are you feeling like that? You are a fighter that came from a tough background, not a touch background. So see this? Lots of imperfections. You're a superwoman with values that are different from those around you. You are misunderstood as you have a sympathy and a heartfelt nature. You're a nice person, basically. But you feel the need to toughen up to survive the world you're in. Yeah? Welcome, Seema. Give us a yes if any of these are relating to you, Seema. Just jump in. You may feel resent, and that eats at you. Resent that, you know, that's hard to admit sometimes, but we do go into a bit of resent that we're not getting to do what we want to do in life. And in those situations, you are either making do in your relationships and you just give in, even though you're not in agreement, just to keep the peace, or you're overpowering in your relationships. With your partner or with your family, and you feel the need either to save them, fix it, or defend yourself a lot at work, but you lack that true strength. Yes, again, Sherry, absolutely. You're a hard-working professional, but you're not necessarily middle class, okay? You're possibly like me, from a harder background, a traumatic background with some abuse, or, you know, abuse comes in different ways, and trauma and abuse sounds like big words, but it's all relative, and you may not even recognize it, okay? But it is there. Yet you don't feel like this is where you're meant to be, where you are right now in life, but it does offer you security, and how can you walk away from that, right? After you've worked so hard for that security, and it feels like, well, maybe I won't get that elsewhere. Am I crazy? Am I selfish? Am I going to put my family in danger? Am I going to put myself in danger? The answer to that is no, by the way, but these are the feelings that are going on. You feel you have to prove yourself or get permission from someone else before you can take this leap, possibly, yeah? And what others think affects you a lot. It's exhausting, right? You are special, and you know it on some level, and that's why you're here. Your soul knows it, yeah? Your brain does not so much know. Your brain is the one that gives you all the doubts. And you are a nice, loving, strong, successful woman. that is still a people pleaser. Feeling there is more for you, but you can't access that, okay? Or you're feeling skeptical that it's available for you, okay? Spelled incorrectly again, some more imperfection. Loving the imperfection today, ladies. So what is it we're going to be covering today? So really take a minute to recognize if any of that relates to you, and let me know if it does or if it doesn't, or at least acknowledge it for yourself. And today we are going to be covering 5 things, okay? Procrastination, perfection, fear. Who has procrastination, perfection, and fear when it comes from escaping the corporate world, escaping your current situation, and going into business and making 5 figures or improving their life? Who has procrastination, perfection, and fear, and that is stopping them, okay? Who's asking themselves the question, what if it's not good enough? What if my idea is not good enough? Or I don't even have a freaking idea. I'm not even sure what to start a business in, but I do know I want a free life. I want to be liberated. What if I do not have what it takes? Yeah, I relate to most of that. Brilliant, Jackie. Then you're in the right place. Who's asking, am I qualified enough? Am I ready? Am I ready? Yeah. How many of you are asking yourself that? Who's feeling skepticism? Yeah, who's feeling like, well, can I really make 5 figures in 30 days and have a 6-figure year? Yeah, and then on top of that, come on. Yeah, that's all well and good, but I don't have the time, right? Because it's going to take so much time to do this. I'm going to have to work out my gift. I'm going to have to get a website together, do some massive launch while I'm still working. Get real, Anita, right? Who's saying that? Right? I hear you. These are normal feelings, okay? Definitely me, Sherry. Exactly. And you know, I had another question today, and I think it was from Erica, if I remember the name correctly. Apologies if I got that wrong. What am I selling to you? What is the exact system, okay, to get you to 5 figures in 30 days? And I'm also going to be sharing some client case studies with you, okay? Because that's the best way to show you, right? So you're going to be getting a few of those today. And remember, if you say to the end, you are going to get bonuses. I have a standards boundaries ebook that will get you to fast cash to freedom in 30 days. Yeah, knowing how to step in out that people pleaser, okay? Literal scripts on how to do that. That will be yours. You also get access to the anxiety bullshit soiree course for free. It's worth like over $1,000, and you will get a breakthrough session with me, okay? The link will be up here for you to book that immediately after this, okay? So hang on in there because there's some beautiful juice for you. Okay, so let's start with the original piece, okay? Procrastination, perfection, and fear. So what's going on there? So I say here, let your addiction for growth be more than your addiction to the painful comfort, okay? And that means the painful comfort that you're in. You're not really in comfort, right? So what is procrastination? Does anyone know what that is? So procrastination is just another word for fear. It's just another word for fear, okay? That's all it is, right? And what is perfection? What is perfection? Where is it coming from? Why do we feel we have to be perfect before we go out there into the world or before we do anything? Why do we even care? Who gives a shit? Why are we doing that for ourselves? Why are we being so hard on ourselves? Yeah, the reason is that we care about what other people think, right? Why? Why do we care about what other people think? Why? Seriously, do you care about what other people think? Put that in the chat, yes or no. Does it scare you to be visible and to fail, to get things wrong, to not be perfect? Does that scare you? Yeah? Why do we care, right? Where is that coming from? And this is the most important piece, yeah, of getting to 5 figures in 30 days and the first 6-figure year, doing what you love and having a lifestyle that goes with it. Yes, you do care. And that's our first problem. So perfection then leads to fear. right? And fear is false evidence appearing real. Write that down. False evidence appearing real. The problem is we're taking these feelings too seriously, right? We're actually letting them drive, and we're actually believing they're real, right? So we're believing they're real things, right? I have to be perfect or else I'm going to look like an idiot and then I'm going to fail. So do this exercise with me. Go along with me. What is the worst that can happen? Write that down. What is the worst that can happen? And then what? And then what? And then what? And you will find as you work that through, it will end up fear, which is ego, by the way, which is the headspace, which is logic, is based on bullshit, right? Mistruths, self-sabotaging stories that we're telling ourselves that are not true. But where the hell are they coming from, and how do we get rid of them, right? Fear will always lead. If you answer that question, well, okay, what am I afraid of? Write that down. Yeah? Well, okay, well, what is the worst that can happen? Yeah? And then write that down. Okay? And then write down, this is an exercise you can do now or when you get off this live, okay? To go into it in a little bit more detail. And then what, and then what, and then what? And really allow yourself to go there. You will find at the end of that will be death, okay? Well, if I go out there and I put myself out there and I fail, I don't make the money, and then my relationship is going to be ruined. Everyone's going to think I'm an idiot. I'm going to get rejected by the tribe. And then I'm not going to be able to pay my bills. And then I'm going to be homeless. And then I'm going to be in the streets. And then I'm going to be all by myself. And then I'm going to die. Yeah, I'm not even kidding. But that's where it goes. Okay, and this is this invisible barrier that is holding us back. And we want to knock that on the head, okay, with love. And where is it coming from? Look, there's nothing wrong with you. You wouldn't be doing this by purpose, right? You're taking this seriously because you've known no different, right? You've known no different. And where it comes from is the very first step we take on this system that gets you to 5 figures in 30 days, okay, is a root cause. And I call it a root wound, okay? And you heard me talking about my story there. This comes from beliefs about yourself that are not true. And it comes from this root wound that lives in your subconscious that you can't see, okay? That's what we identify for you immediately, and we remove it and we release it, okay? And oh my God, that's when everything starts falling into place, okay? Where does that root wound come from? Where does that root cause come from? It comes from your background, from your culture, from your experience, from society. It also comes from about 20 lives before you, 20 lineage and ancestry. And that might sound bonkers to you, but that's what's happening. So you're living your life on lies, yeah? Lies. And lies create that fear, that procrastination, which is just fear, and that need to be perfect, okay? And which stops you in your tracks. Let me know if you understand that. Let me know if you have any questions, okay? And maybe the best way to tell you is through a case study, okay? I might actually skip down to another case study here. Let me see if I can do that. I wonder if it will go quick enough for us on the screen, okay? I'll start talking about it and hopefully it will go down. It's a bit slower on the screen, okay? So this client here talks about, she had been mistreated in the toxic world, in the corporate world, and she had shocking treatment, yeah, severe anxiety. She would lock herself away, not socialize, as that's the only place she felt safe was in her home. Terrible relationship with her mom, her ex-husband who was abusive, and she'd been single since then. She had no confidence, she did not trust easily, okay? And she had major health problems that were kind of unexplainable, and she did not talk to her twin brother. She had a toxic boss that she started to be super, and after doing this work, after we removed a root wound and we released it, so we found the cause of the procrastination, the fear and the anxiety, it got removed. That very toxic boss started to be super nice to her, attentive and supportive, okay? All the inner work reflecting on the outside, and she became confident, super sociable, and ended up making some great friends and loving life. She even started dating again. So this isn't just about this isn't really even about the money, guys, right? Because why do you want 5 figures? Why do you want that money? Why do you want to quit the corporate world? Why do you want to escape? Why do you want this? Write that down. Write that down and let me know one reason why you want this. Because acknowledgement, what we put in, the thoughts that we have, is what will manifest out externally, okay? So if you are impressing into your head from your procrastination and your fear and these beliefs that are not true, that, hey, I can't have this, I don't have time, this can't work for me, what is this, I'm cynical, yeah, whatever it is, that you are suppressing that into your subconscious. Your subconscious has no choice. This is law, people, like the law of gravity. If you stood on top of a building and you stepped off it, you would fall to the floor, right? Nothing we could do. That's not my law. That is just law. That is just truth, right? And this is a law, right? It's a law of how things manifest into reality, and that's how they manifest. So imagine if you were putting a different thought into your mind, into your subconscious. It doesn't care. The subconscious doesn't care whether it's truth or whether it's imaginary. It will express that into reality for you. Pretty cool, right? So we are the masters. We get to change that. We get to create what we want by removing that root wound, changing those beliefs and thoughts, and having like, oh my God, this feels great, right? I'm now free of all of that anxiety. And then you don't even have to do anything. This is when my clients will say it's like a domino effect. They make the money. And you see here, she quit her job, which scared the life out of her at the start. And she started her own business. She was no longer feeling alone and isolated. And she said she was having amazing friendships. So the relationships are a big piece of guys. It connects. Smiling and being happy. A great big thank you to you, Anita. She talks about her dad being super sick and how she wouldn't have been able to manage that situation at all, right? How many of you just sort of fall apart in life when things happen? Or pretend to be very strong but are falling apart on the inside? Yeah, and she says here she used every process that I shared with her. And when things get harsh, she asked, what would Anita tell me to do? And someone said, you know, what do I get here in this program? Well, I tell you what to do. This is a recipe, a proven system. There is instructions both for the inner work and the launch of your business and all of the marketing. It's life-changing, she said. There are not enough words of gratitude and love. Stay strong, goddesses. We are in good hands. This client has pulled off $30,000 fast cash, yeah, within days and 3 months of paid leave, okay, and set up her own business as an anxiety and speaker coach, okay, and I'll go more into how that comes about shortly. Okay, so I think it's better to hear from that point of view, okay? So now here's another one, right? Are you good enough, right? That's another one. What if I'm not good enough? That's the second point we're covering today. What if I do not have what it takes, okay? So here I have written, are you good enough? Actually, you are probably overqualified. Okay, but let's start the week humble, right? That's the truth, okay? You are probably overqualified. So why do I say that? How can that be? So what you do not need is to requalify or to have any more certificates or do any more courses, okay? Talk to me before you do any of that. Because you have a gift. You were born with it, okay? The reason, and this goes in order, so number one, you need to remove the root cause, the invisible barrier, the root wound, okay? And understand that that's where all of these feelings are coming for you, and that's why it's exactly what you're manifesting, okay? Is that fear, is that procrastination, is not having time because that's what you believe, okay? So number one is to remove that root wound. Number two is to reveal your true gift, okay? And really feel complete clarity and confidence over it. My superpower, I can read your energy, okay? I have immersive processes to do that work, to remove your root cause, okay? And it's not dwelling on things and spending 25 years in therapy, this is going in and out to remove it, okay, through powerful immersive processes. That's what I'm selling you for the person that was asking you that. And I'm selling you the return on investment, right? Which I will go into in a moment, okay? So you are good enough. You were born worthy, my darlings. You did not get born and go, am I worthy of eating? Am I worthy of breathing? Am I worthy of having love? You just knew you were. You trusted in that. What happened as soon as that happened is that the wounds started to come about, right? You had to start putting masks on, act in a certain way, okay? And that's when you started to think, oh, maybe I'm not good enough. Maybe I need to fight for my survival. You were born good enough. So this is about going to, what this program takes you through is the recovery. Because I know when I came out the corporate world and when you're making this transition, you know, you've been through a lot. And it's like, I'm going to go into 5 figures and I'm feeling like shit. You know, I'm not feeling good about myself. Yes, you are, my darlings, because the first step is that root cause. So we do the recovery work, okay, the healing work, okay? It doesn't take years, okay? These processes are very powerful. As long as you are willing to do, this is not, you know, this isn't a guaranteed result. This is not an MLM. This is not, you know, something odd. This is doing the inner work to get the outer results, okay? It's as simple as that. And as long as you are someone that's like, well, yes, I'm determined enough to do that, because that's what I was, then yes, it's available for you, okay? This is the biggest, best kept secret. It's what lies at the root and beneath the surface, okay? That needs to be removed, okay? And then your gift will be revealed to you. And then, yes, we can package up that amazingness and have you launch and give you a very simple recipe to do that, to have a sales attraction system. And you don't need a website. You don't need anything fancy, okay? We can do it immediately, all right? Stay in your lane, no overwhelm, okay? And have the mentoring to do that. That's what that is about. So it's about the recovery. Number 1, write this down. It is about recovery, step 1. Number 2, yeah, is about your rebirth, okay? Not, you know, birthing you from scratch. It's going back to the beginning and hold on, who was I before all of this stuff, all of these root wounds polluted me? Yeah, without me even realizing that I've got all these beliefs, all these fears, all this procrastination, all of this feeling that I don't have the time. Yet I have a longing. I have an instinctual longing that I'm meant for more, right? Okay, and that's the bit we're removing. So it's about a rebirth, not, you know, going, well, I didn't have this. And then a reinvention, back to who you was really, but in this time, okay, as an adult woman now, okay? Moving forward in absolute confidence and clarity, okay? And then it is about launching, all right? And also being able to receive that. Because what happens when we have these beliefs, right? And these feelings is that we don't believe in ourselves, right? And then we have a low sense of self-worth. We don't even think, can I have it, right? So this is another thing that we're going to be covering in a moment. So let me know if that makes sense to you in the chat. Let me know if that would work for you, if that would benefit you right now, yeah? Let me know if that makes sense. Let me know if you have any questions, okay? The more you interact, the more I can give to you. So this was someone that felt that way, you know, felt like I'm not good enough. I can't do this. This is an actual client, right? And she says, I've booked a lot of calls, yeah, more than I ever have, okay? And I'm on to have a $10,000 month, and it's only the 6th of that month, okay? Makes sense, Sherry, brilliant. It's, which is incredible, right? I mean, these are incredible results, okay? I had a client that, and here's some more results. I want you to see real results. I do not have the names of the clients and they're anonymous here because I don't want my clients to be harassed, okay? Unless they choose to do so, all right? So I want to be absolutely transparent about that. And this is why I use the Facebook comments and so that, so you can see the real quotes, okay? But this shit is real, and I understand there's a lot of weirdness out there on the internet. I am the real deal. I'm very genuine. There's nothing weird going on here. And and I take you through a proven system to have that happen. I'm really good at what I do. I do it all day, every day, okay? And I believe I have the best program to enable this for you because it goes through root cause, and yes, you get all the business coaching stuff and the system and the recipe and the strategy. But here we start with your mindset, because it's your mindset that's holding you back, and that's full of the crap, right, that's in there at the moment that we need to delete, okay, for you to have a fighting chance, right, of being truly happy. And that's why you want the money, right? The money is not really about the money. It's not like, oh my God, we're also money hungry. That's not what it's about. Why do you want the money? Yeah, put that into the chat now, okay? Because you need to know that. You need to know why you want it, because otherwise we have money demons and think, oh, maybe I'm greedy, you know, and all of this kind of stuff. So we need to get rid of that, okay? You need to see why you want it. So this client celebrated her first $5,000 month just recently, and another client closed her first $2,500 sale within days, and is now almost at $10,000 and on track to close $20,000 in a matter of weeks, right? Just from the starting this work, just from starting working together with me. Super big wins. I love selling my clients because they're brave women, okay? So you need to be a brave woman, because you are not going to be able to solve these problems unless you're brave, okay? You're gonna have those feelings of procrastination, fear, lack of self-belief, and cynicism. That is going to be there. Don't expect that to go away. You want to take the step, because that's the work, okay? How do I get rid of that so I can move forward? Okay, how's that making sense? So yeah, share it to support your family and travel. Wonderful. Money loves a home. Money is very energetic, okay? So when you put it out there and you say, this is what I want it for, okay, make it okay to have it. It's okay for me to make a lot of money and actually be able to receive that, right? You've got to be able to receive that as well. So another client got a buyer for her business that, and this client was ready to lose his business and walk away and go bankrupt, okay? It was a family business, and instead she walked away with over $100,000 sale within weeks, right? So way over the 5 figures. Lots to invest in a real gift, okay? So the 5 figures doesn't necessarily have to all come from your business straight away, okay? We do something called a fast cash to freedom assessment at the beginning. It was wild, okay? And we really get to see how to do this in a way that you feel safe, secure, and don't feel overwhelmed. That is not possible for you, okay? And I had another client that secured $30,000 in fast cash injection in the transition from the corporate world to starting our own business, okay? So this is the kind of figures we're talking about. So how about you? Can you imagine what your life would be like if you knew what to do to attract and create a business, a life, relationships you love with high-paying clients and start closing $3,500 sales, $5,000 sales? Yeah? Imagine what that would feel like for you right now. That's what I am selling. That is what I do for you, okay? To make that really, really clear. I take you through a step-by-step process to do that. Okay, moving from 10K to 30K, and that's just the start. Yeah, I've had clients that have been featured on TV, the BBC News, getting the man of their dreams, becoming a best-selling author. There are major side effects to this work, ladies. Major side effects, the domino effect, okay? Because it's all related. Because we move the shit out of the way, we move that root cause out of the way, and that allows a lot of things to happen all at once. Okay, so moving on to one of the other points that we're covering today. Am I qualified enough? Am I qualified enough? And boy, oh my God, I wasted so much time and so much money on qualifications, okay? I still didn't start the bloody business, right? I did plenty of coaching qualifications, even counseling qualifications, you name it. I read every bloody book. I watched every YouTube video. That did not make me 5 figures, yeah, in 30 days, okay? So yes, the expert in anything was once a beginner. You were born with your gift, ladies. So how many years is that? Put that in the chat. How many years is that? How old are you? That's how long your gift has been lying there dormant. And that is the longing you feel for more. And that is your soul, right? We're very obsessed with listening to our head, our ego, which is now we know where that's coming from. We know where that's coming from now. And we also know that it's not our fault, that it's completely normal. And there's a way to remove that, okay? And that's when you will have your gift revealed. And that's when you feel full confidence and clarity in it, right? Not through any qualifications or certificates. Please don't waste your time doing that. You don't need to. Talk to me first. Talk to me first. Okay? Very few, right? And there's another spelling mistake. So letting go of perfection. Good enough is good enough. I just saw that qualified is spelled wrong. Yep. So it's really owning that. Okay? So Sherry, 51. Thanks for sharing, my darling. 51 years you've had this gift. It's in your soul. So we need to understand how to access different pieces of us and actually take it forward into the world. And there's so much value and impact in that, and believe in our own value, right? And charge for it because it's value. People are happy to pay for it. And when they pay for it, they are committed as well, and they get a lot more from it, okay? So understand that and feel that, right? That's tough. So that's really, really, really big, right? Wow, 51 years. And I was, for me, it was 37 years. That's such a waste, right? You're not crazy. You actually do have that inside of you, okay? So here's another lady that also was in that situation. She said, thank you. This is a client. Thank you for believing in my vision. I spent most of my life with people telling me it's not realistic, or you can't achieve that, or it's impossible. I booked 3 clients since yesterday. I have 4 inquiries, feeling optimistic. And here we go, another side effect. My husband is really happy and grateful I'm finding myself. Says he can already see the impact it's having for me and is happy for me and for us. Okay, she was having troubles in a marriage as well. Okay, 33, Jackie, almost 33. So it's 33 years that gift has been laying dormant. Okay, because of that number 1 step, because of that root cause, okay, and it running the show and giving you thoughts and feelings that do not belong to you, okay. She says, thank you for coming into my life and to share another shift with you, you amazing being. If you were here right now, I would give you the biggest hug. We found someone who wants to buy the restaurant. I asked the universe to let me walk away with money, and it responded. Feel so overwhelmed. Massive celebrations when transactions complete. My life is unfolding as if by magic. I came in and you showed me the way. And that's what I'm telling you. I will show you the way, okay? I will be forever in your favor. Lots of love, okay? I call these women liberated warriors. Because that's what it takes, guys. I'm not selling a guarantee here. Okay, I'm not doing that, right? You've got to be determined, right? You've got to be determined, absolutely. So on to that final point. What is it that I'm selling? Someone said to me today, yeah? What is it that you're selling, Anita? And it's return on investment. It's the proven system. It is the mindset mentoring support. Fast cash to freedom, okay? The exact system, okay? And I will go into what that is, okay? So the problem is, and take a moment to really hear this. We're taking those feelings too seriously. Cynicism, I don't have time. Time is an illusion, right? Time is an absolute illusion. The reason we don't have time, all right, is because we are spending most of our time feeling those feelings, right? Feeling procrastination, feeling fear, feeling exhausted, being a people pleaser, yeah? We're spending a lot of time in those feelings, okay? Feeling cynical, feeling worried, thinking a lot, overanalyzing, worrying a lot. Yes or no? Give me a yes or no. Imagine if you were not doing that, you didn't have those feelings anymore. That's going to free up a lot of time. And it's going to open up your creativity. You're going to be able to do things in what would take you hours in minutes, okay? So I want you to know that time's an illusion. I teach you exactly how to do that, exactly how to do that, right? And we do mindset here and the emotional piece, but also the practical of how to manage your time. And it's easy once you're into that space. You can, look how much I've achieved, because time really is an illusion, okay? And let me have your questions on that. Yes, good one. Sherry, thank you. And when you have these feelings, right, you also have something called money blocks, okay? Money blocks that block you from having that kind of money in that amount of time. It's not that it's not available for you. Think about it. What's the most you've ever earned? Put that in the chat. What's the most you've ever earned? What are you earning now, right? $10,000 a month, $20,000 a month, $30,000 a month, $8,000 a month. What is it for you, right? That is already available for you. Anything you've already done in your life is already available for you. It's in your files. It's in your subconscious. Yeah, that's where your root wound is running from files that are in your subconscious that aren't true anymore. So it's saying that can't happen for you because it didn't work out before. You're gonna mess it up. All of that is the stuff we're gonna remove. Okay, but there's good stuff in there as well. So you're already energetically, because this is about energy as well as the practical steps. How to master your energy to attract it, okay? And if I had known it was that simple, then God, I would have had this success a lot sooner. I wouldn't have wasted 37 years. You wouldn't have wasted 51 years or 33 years, okay? And, I'm so passionate about getting this out there and really helping as many women as possible to get rid of this, the root cause, and to really fly and go into that 5 figures in 30 days, okay? And that's what I'm giving you, is that exact system, okay? Because at the core of that is going to be self-worth issues as well. So give me a yes or no if you think, do you feel worthy? How much money do you want, and do you feel worthy of it? Do you feel worthy of that, yes or no? Yeah? Really, truly worthy of it. And you may say yes, right? Then there could be other blocks there for you, and that's okay, right? And some people say to me, do I have a sustainable product? I saw that question, or service that can get to 5 figures in 30 days. Yeah. Yes, you have a gift inside of you, and I have the system to make that a high ticket offer through a simple system to market it and to launch it. Okay, so the practical side is there. Okay, and it's not bullshit because there's real value in it. Make sense? So practically, you've got to be taking your gift and selling one of the 10 things that people buy. Okay, and you are transferring that into a high ticket item or experience. So taking your gift, and I will show you how to do that. Okay. So you're not having to make lots and lots and lots of sales. You're just making high level sales, okay? From $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, $10,000, $20,000, okay? And bringing your gift out into the world, whatever that may be, all right? So that's how we do it, okay? That's how we do it. That's all inside of the program. But I want to give you a kind of a behind the scenes, okay? And it is a simple recipe. There is no websites or anything fancy that is needed. Just you and your gift that we identify. We identify your true depth of your gift, and we package it up. We copyright it. Yep. I have a team here as well that support you. You're typically getting 500 pieces of feedback every 30 days, every month. I don't know any other program, course, coaching, mentoring that offers that. Okay. You get that. And you get the exact system. You get the technical help, the digital help, how to be visible, and you have full confidence and clarity. You get the plan, right? So we start with a jumpstart session where you get an actual plan of what's going to happen over the next 30 days. So this is not just pie in the sky stuff. It's real stuff, okay? Yet at the core of it, the 10 steps in this system, to liberation and fast cash to freedom, to that 5 figures in 30 days and a 6-figure year, and to be truly happy in yourself are these 10 steps, ladies, okay? And if you want more information that goes into more detail about this, I know Jackie said you wanted it. If anybody wants more information, There's an interview with myself that sets it all out, and really the nuts and bolts of how many sessions am I going to get, what's included. I mean, the hours of support you get here is I'm holding your hand all the way through, okay? We have planning sessions on a Tuesday. We have a big live training sessions on a Thursday. We have one-to-one sessions. You get access to 24 modules. You don't get access to all of this at once to do in your own time, these immersive processes, because I look after you, no overwhelm. It's very bespoke to you. So we open things up one at a time, okay? That is right for your journey. So just to let you know, there's a lot of substance behind this, okay? This isn't just pie in the sky stuff, all right? So number one, root causes and inner cleanse. So removing that from your system. This is not, so you don't need to have 25 years of therapy. We don't need to dwell on it, but we will go there to remove it. It is really powerful. And then being able to release and let go of that, so it no longer is in your system, you're no longer manifesting it. This is why you're seeing like sabotaging things, coming the same relationship again, the same problems again, leaving your job and going to another job and it's still toxic, because the root cause, the root wound, as I call it, is inside of you. You don't even know it, and it's manifesting. It's creating your outside reality. When we get rid of that, the very situations you're in can turn around, and you get clarity and confidence, and you get that domino effect. We're going to set your intentions, okay? What is it that you're looking to, and we're going to do this on a spiritual level and energetic level, so you can attract what you want, okay? So I'm going to teach you those laws, but we're also going to do it at a very practical level with a jump start plan, real goals, real steps, real smart, specific, measurable, accurate, realistic, timely goals, okay? And then we're going to set your standards. And this is the freebie that I'm giving you today. If you stay to the end and you book a breakthrough session, you're going to get this, okay? It's an ebook to take to fast cash to freedom with actual real scripts on standards, okay? And how to set them. If you don't have any standards, if you don't have any boundaries, then you cannot receive, right? That's when you're a walkover. So we need to get really clear on what your standards are, okay? And then we will be figuring out your gift, which will be revealed to us very easily, and figuring out the real you. Why you're here, your rebirth, your reinvention, okay? And packaging up your amazingness. That's when we go into sales attraction system, and you get that secret recipe that's super simple, no website required, no fanciness required, okay? It's a new way to do marketing that is easy peasy, it's digital, and it is easy to get you to the 5 figures, because we don't want to overwhelm you. Okay, then we'll take you to the next stage, the next stage, okay? This is a 90-day program, okay, to start with, a jump start, to really get you all set up, feeling wonderful, confident in your business, in yourself, in your relationships. Everything will improve, guys. This is not just about your business or just about getting 5 figures in 1 month, because why do we want that, right? Why do we actually want that? Okay, and we'll get clear on your soul-to-soul client profile. What do I mean by that? There is no competition, guys. There are clients out there right now that are waiting for your product, your service, your gift, you, right? Because we'll be selling you, okay? And for that, we need to get the real you out, okay? The vulnerable you out, not the, the protected or scared version of you out, okay? And then we will look at your relationships as well. Whoa, what? Because money and romance is absolutely related, as you saw in some of these case studies. And not just your money, your romantic relationships with family, with siblings, with yourself being the main one. That will really change your money magnetizing power, okay? And then somebody said to me, well, what if I can have all of this? I'm scared to actually have it, because what will that mean, right? What will that mean? And this is what this step is about, this module is about receiving, maintaining, and growing. You have to have enough self-worth, and you have to be able to stand in that power to have, extreme wealth, extreme joy, and extreme happiness. Because yes, extreme romance as well. Because when you get all those things, yeah, my God, things are going to change. People might treat you differently. They may judge you, right? So you have to be in a position to know how to deal with that. okay? It's okay, it's pretty easy. And I'm going to teach you that so you can open up to receive even more wealth, even more joy, and even more romance, and maintain that and grow, because we don't just want a quick win and then you just fall over, okay? Action planning, leveraging and celebrating as a next step so you can keep that going forward, knowing how to leverage that and going into the next lane and celebrating yourselves, okay? Because really rewarding yourself and celebrating yourself is so important for fast cash. So I would like you now to put into the chat one thing that you have learned today, one thing that you got out of this and being here and listening to this, okay? One thing. Let me know, guys. Let me know in the chat what's one thing that you would take away from this, okay? And really celebrate yourself for that. Really like pat yourself on the back for being here and hanging out. Even if you're on the replay, hashtag replay, and let me know you're here, okay? Now, my loves, book your breakthrough call. This is free. This is complimentary. It will not be forever. I'm an incredibly busy woman running this business, doing 5 figures, doing 6-figure years, looking after my clients, looking after, you know, my life, having a lot of fun, having a lot of joy. That keeps me busy, okay? Yeah, procrastination, perfection is all just fear. Exactly. And where does that come from? The root cause. So what do we need to get rid of? The root cause, okay? So book your breakthrough call, Sherry, and Jackie, and Seema, Jasmine. Who else have we got here? Tammy. Book your call, guys, and you will get access to all of the bonuses that are here. Okay, I forgot to mention one, but you will get the standards ebook for Fast Cash to Freedom, actual scripts on how to do that, anxiety bullshit soiree course. Yeah, this is a literal course. All right, with 7 pieces to it. It's worth $1,000. It's like an e-course with videos, worksheets. It's $1,500. Okay, because procrastination, fear, can I do it? I haven't got time. It's all anxiety. That's what it causes, right? So if you want to kick that in the butt, you will get that. And you will also get a clarity masterclass that is worth $800. And to be honest, the biggest prize of all is that you will get freedom, liberation, cash, love. You will get a breakthrough. You will understand if we can work together, and whether we're fit or not, and we may not be, okay? I'm very picky about who I work with, okay? Because this is not a guaranteed result, okay? This is about women that are really determined, yeah, that really want this and are dedicated, yeah, are ready to make a decision, okay, and are coachable and can take instruction and love every moment of their development, enjoy this ride. Okay, so if that is you, then book that breakthrough call. Okay, the link will be, I'll just